Hi, pretty black girl. So, the title of this video is Beauty Maintenance is a Form of Therapy. And disclaimer, I don't think that beauty maintenance replaces therapy in any way or form. If you need therapy, make sure to get therapy if you're able to access therapy. Therapy is a form of privilege, and your mental health, having a stable mental health is also a form of privilege, and you need to have a stable mental health. And beauty, no amount of beauty maintenance or beauty that you have will replace you having a great mental state of mind, because we see this time to time with women who look very beautiful, stunning, striking, celebrities coming to mind that have gone through just really horrendous things because their mental state is not at place. And you also have to remember that if your mental state is not at place, there are some things you're going to do that are not going to make your life better, and they're actually going to make your life look worse. And eventually, as time goes on, your beauty kind of just fades away, for lack of better words, because mental, I really will emphasize this all the time. If you're a beautiful woman, make sure to take care of your mental health, because you're going to deal with a lot of people that are going to be against you. I mean, that is life in general, no matter if you're beautiful or not. But you need to take care of your mental health, because that really is the foundation of beauty. It's all from the inside, and I cannot emphasize this enough. It's all internally, really. So if you need therapy, please get therapy. If you need to talk to a friend, please talk to a friend. Don't isolate yourself in any way or form. Focus on your mental. It really is vital. But let's get to the actual title of this video. Beauty maintenance is a form of therapy. And I have a little anecdote that I want to start with, because last week my nails were kind of breaking off. I naturally have very long oval nails, and they're very strong. But sometimes, your hair gets in between your nails, and that's terror, because you know that after that chip, your nail's gonna break off. There's no going back. And it happened with both of my thumbs. So my thumbs were shorter and the rest of my nails were just long. And then, with my other finger, my hair started to get in the way of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut them a little bit shorter, make them more even. And I don't know, that was just a form of therapy. I was just sitting in my room. I cut my nails. I think I have music in the background, some Sade. I can't remember anymore if I did or not play music, but I did know that I painted my nails and I coated them with like a really nice pink, light pink, and it was just very therapeutic for me, very calming, because my nails were breaking off and I was just really annoyed by that and irritated. But I was like, you know what, I'm just going to paint them with some nail polish. Everything's going to be fine. And obviously, it was fine. It's just really nails. But you don't know how much of an impact your nails can have on your mental. Like, there's just something therapeutic about doing your nails and your beauty maintenance that can give you this sense of calmness. And I think that is so unmatched. The power of beauty maintenance does something to your psyche where you feel somewhat elevated, happier, relieved. And we also all know that feeling of when you get your hair done. When you get your hair done, ain't nobody can talk to you. I mean, that's the type of energy that I feel. I feel so good, and I always feel like this new persona, this new girl. Who's that girl? I always feel like a new girl. I'm like, wow, I look different. Obviously, my hair looks, my hair is done, and I kind of have this new vibe to me, a different aesthetic. I can play into my aesthetics, and it feels really good to get a new hairstyle. I mean, please comment down below how a new hairstyle got you feeling. I'm really curious. But getting your hair done, that's also part of your beauty maintenance. And I know for me personally, as I mentioned, it makes me feel really good, really calm. And I know that, my hair is done and I don't have to worry too much about doing anything to my hair or my hair breaking off, because I like getting protective hairstyles For me, they work really well, especially with uni and school and readings and things that I have to keep up with. I know my hair is done and I don't have to worry much about that. I just have to, wash my hair, oil my scalp, and take care of my, scalp because that's really vital as well. But getting your hair done, for me, really, that feeling is unmatched. I'm not gonna lie. And I also think taking care of your skin, I've been really getting into skincare. I mean, who hasn't lately? If we're gonna be really honest, I feel like we're in this era of where skincare is really in, and skincare, almost every ad that you see has to do with skincare, and there's celebrities coming out with their new skincare lines, and I think it's inspirational, don't get me wrong, but it's also really therapeutic to me. Like doing my skincare and taking care of my skin makes me feel at ease and know that I'm working on having really beautiful, glowing skin. And obviously, it's very beneficial for the future. Make sure to put on your SPF if you're watching this. If you're watching this, please, I beg you, wear your SPF daily. Um, but taking care of my skin makes me feel really good, especially incorporating face masks. There's something about putting on a face mask and you're just sitting there and I don't know, maybe listening to music. Again, I love listening to music. That's also a form of therapy, I would say. Listening to music and putting on your face mask and just sitting there and kind of thinking about things that you want to do, your goals, your dreams, but in the same time, you're taking care of your skin and you're doing your beauty maintenance because your skin is gonna look better after that face mask. I know my skin feels really baby soft when I take off that face mask and just sinking in. And I don't know, there's really something about putting on a face mask. I think people kind of, when it comes to skincare, I don't hear a lot about face masks anymore, or is it just me? But I love me a good face mask and it just makes me feel really good. Also, just putting on a serum and putting on my cream and making my skin look moisturized and glowy. It makes me feel really happy and at ease, and just it's part of your beauty maintenance. But I think, in the same time, it is a form of, at the same time, it is a form of therapy, and it calms you down and makes you feel better because it not only makes your skin feel soft, but it also has this very calming effect. I don't know if I've mentioned that it gives me this kind of spa feeling when I'm putting on a face mask and when I do my skincare. It kind of had this spa effect where you're very calm and at ease. And I usually listen to music, as I've mentioned prior. But also, something else that I really like to do for my beauty maintenance is obviously makeup. I love doing my makeup, and it's not like I do very complicated makeup. I wish I had those skills. I think doing that really takes skill. Makeup definitely is skill, especially learning your face and doing different types of makeup. But I like to keep it very natural, but that also makes me feel like I'm in a spa. Like it makes me feel really good. And I think it's a form of therapy, especially when I wake up, do my skincare and I do my hair. I don't know if you guys know that TikTok sound when I do my skincare and I do my hair. And it's all really, really just fun. I don't know if that's how the sound went, but it was something along those lines. But doing my makeup when I get ready for school, obviously, and then I listen to music as I get ready, that to me really is a form of therapy. And I just feel at ease, looking at my features that I was blessed with and that come from so many ancestors. I think also, side note, when you look at your features, you have to think about a beautiful way to embrace your features is thinking about the many ancestors that were before you that made those features to look the way that they look like. So there are many ancestors prior to you and your family that came together and they passed on those features to you. So if you have somewhat difficulties embracing your features, or you think maybe your nose is too big, or whatever it is, some insecurities you might have, think about it in another way, your ancestors, and how beautiful that they were. I mean, if you would look at pictures of your ancestors, you'd probably be in awe of their beauty, but they contributed to your beautiful face. So keep that in mind if you're criticizing your features or criticizing things that you have, or your body, whatever it is, that your ancestors or your mother, for example. I don't know if you look like your mom or your dad, but you probably do appreciate the way your parents look. Like, you're not very likely to criticize them. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling about, but going back to doing my makeup, I really like, I think one of the features that I really like of mine are my eyes and my lips, my cheekbones. I basically like my whole face. I also like my nose, but I like doing my lip liner, putting on some lip gloss and or lipstick. I really like putting on red lipstick. I don't know, there's something about putting on red lipstick. Make sure you put red lipstick at least once a week. Well, I'm not forcing you to do that, but I think it's really cool putting on red lipstick and the type of energy that you exude. I don't know, there's kind of this like sexy energy going on when I put on red lipstick. And probably because I tend to pair a red lipstick with a dress, a black dress I usually wear, or just a dress that tight holds my body tight and keeps it really snatched. Well, I'm already really snatched, but anyways, I like to pair a dress with a red lipstick. I don't know for what reason. Well, obviously because of the condition and the whole idea behind it, the red lipstick with the dress. That's what we've been conditioned, I think, in a sense. But when I do that, I really feel sexy. But I really like doing makeup and just waking up and getting ready. And it doesn't have to be like a full beat, but just like a little bit of, you know, foundation, very light, not too much, some mascara, and I do my eyebrows and I put a lip liner, a lipstick. It makes you feel like you did something, and like a little bit of blush, just a little bit of something makes you feel like a little doll that's getting ready. I think also doing my makeup reminds me of childhood when I would, take some lip gloss and put it on my lips. And also when it comes to doing my hair, it kind of gives me this reminiscence. I don't think I'm pronouncing the word correctly, but I hope you get what I mean. When I do my hair, I think it really gives me memories of when my mom used to do my hair when I was younger, even though she still does my hair up till this day. Love my mom. She's been very inspirational when it comes to my beauty. And we've always kind of sat there and tried to look at different hairstyles and how we could, make my hair look pretty, and the different hairstyles that I would try. She would always be very encouraging when it came to my hair and how to take care of it. Huge beauty icon that my mom is, love her down. But when it comes to doing my hair, it really gives me kind of memories of when I was younger. My mom would do my hair and she would put beads in my hair and do these different cool hairstyles. I don't know, it's therapy for me doing my hair and doing my makeup and doing my skincare and my nails. When I get to I'm not really huge on nails. I just kind of file my nails into an oval shape. But I think I'm gonna get into doing nails more. And I think also another thing is kind of mixing the season with your aesthetic. So obviously it's fall now, and there's more trees are getting a bit more red and orange tones and brown, and kind of mixing that with your aesthetic as well is really a fun thing to do. I think that is also a form of therapy because you're kind of matching the vibe of the season. I think it also gets you through the seasons because there's so many seasons. And let me tell you something, where I live it rains a lot, especially during this season. Luckily, right now it's not as rainy, but it kind of, the weather can make you a little bit sad. We'll talk about the winter depression, which is very real. But when you try to like incorporate your outfits with the season and kind of romanticize the seasons, I think it's a better way to cope, I guess. We're all just coping when it comes to life. You have to find ways to make your life easier, and I really think that beauty is a way to make your life feel a bit more light. When you look at yourself and you're putting on that beautiful eyeshadow, that beautiful lipstick, it makes you feel great. It makes you feel beautiful. Hence why so many beautiful women, they have this kind of cocky personality at times. That's because they've looked at themselves in the mirror and they appreciate the artwork that they've, made and the effort that they've put. And I think that's what brings that personality that people mention when they're like, beautiful women, they're just obsessed with themselves. And I mean, you should be obsessed with yourself. But going back to the whole seasons and incorporating that with your style, when it comes to summer, it's really nice to have a really breezy, flowing dress with bright colors. That's what I like to personally do, or skirts are very flowy and kind of have this bohemian aesthetic. I like to incorporate the bohemian aesthetic in the summer. When it comes to spring, I don't think much about spring, to be really honest. I don't know, spring is just there. A very beautiful season, but I don't think I think much about spring, to be honest. I think spring is an underrated season when I'm thinking about it right now. Anyways, maybe more, I think a little bit similar to summer, but maybe less bright colors. Um, but fall, I don't know, I think I really like fall as a season because I get to wear more um, turtlenecks and skirts, which I really like, and boots. And I don't know, I really do like fall, and the colors are beautiful. Winter, I don't like as much, but it's nice to also incorporate that with your style. And yeah, that's when it comes to therapy and seasons. Kind of find ways with your aesthetic to make yourself feel better and make your life easier. So I think beauty maintenance really is a form of therapy by doing your nails, by taking care of your skin, doing your hair, doing your makeup. Do things that make you feel better and at ease, because life is hard. It really is hard. But if something as simple as doing your hair or your makeup and looking well put together can make, I think it can lay the foundation to get you motivated to do the things that you aspire to become in life. So when you're doing all these things and putting all these efforts into yourself, I think it is also easier to go after your goals because you're not too stuck on thinking, oh, what does my hair look like? Oh, I'm looking a mess constantly. No, because you already do that on a daily. You're ready to go. You're ready to go. And I think I saw this creator on TikTok. I don't know what her name is, but she was saying that you should act like you're being filmed constantly. And I know maybe, I don't think you should take it too literally where you're kind of being watched constantly. Take it more as in like you're ready to go after anything. So, or if right now you were going to get called to go to a casting for modeling, for example, then you're ready to go. You are ready. You're not looking a mess. Your hair's not looking like a hot, tangled mess. And I'm not saying that you cannot have days like that because we can get sick or anything can happen in life. But on a daily, if you're healthy and you can get up and you're fine, you should not be letting yourself just go like that. Do your hair, do your skincare, brush your teeth, take a shower, look after yourself, do your makeup if you want. Just take care of yourself and your health. Of course, eat healthy, but make sure to do those things every day because I think it lays the foundation, as I've mentioned, to do the things that you actually need to do in life because it motivates you to go to class, for example. It motivates you to go to work. You're putting yourself out there, and that's truly what matters. Put yourself out there constantly. I think life, if you're here already. So you gotta do what you gotta do, babes. You gotta put in the work, put in the efforts. You've got this. Truly, you've got this. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, for goodness sake. make your life is already pretty easy. You already have a foundation there, right there. Life can be a little bit harder, but you already have a foundation right there. So use it to your advantage. Go after opportunities that, as much as you can, whether that is studying, modeling, whatever it is that you want, aspire to become a doctor, whatever. Do it, go after it. Content creation, do it. Really do it today, not tomorrow. But I'm kind of rambling around this video. I mean, I've talked really about so many things, but I think beauty maintenance is a form of therapy, and you need some therapy. You do. And beauty maintenance can be a form of it. Not fully. I'm not saying it's replacing therapy. Hold on. But it is a form of therapy. That's all I've got to say for today. Stay beautiful.